Have you ever noticed something strange? In the morning, you can think clearly, you can plan, you can focus, you can make smart decisions, but by night, even deciding what to eat feels exhausting. And the scary part is, most people think they are lazy, but actually, the brain is simply tired from making too many decisions. So imagine this: wake up, immediately your brain starts working. What should I wear? Should I check my phone? Should I reply now or later? Coffee or tea? Bus or Uber? Work first or breakfast first? And you don't even realize it. But your brain is always spending energy. That's the dangerous thing about the mental exhaustion. You don't see it happening. That's what it is. So, but what happens after hundreds of the tiny decisions in one day? That that's actually honestly dangerous. Your brain has only limited energy. Most people think physical energy matters the most, but the mental energy is just as important. Your brain cannot stay in the peak decision making mode forever. Every choice uses a little energy. Tiny choices, big choices, emotional choice, stressful choices, everything adds up. That slowly mental exhaustion is called decision fatigue. And once it starts happening, people begin making worse decisions. Imagine a student during exam session. Morning very motivated, very focused and very organized. By evening, they suddenly order unhealthy food, waste time scrolling, uh, ignore important work, overthink like small things, and later they blame themselves like, why I am like this. But maybe the problem wasn't the discipline. Maybe the brain was simply overloaded. So, and this is why successful people reduce unnecessary choices. Why some people wear the same thing daily? Have you noticed some successful people simplify make decisions, simplify wear things, same style clothes, same routine, same breakfast. Why? Because they protect the mental energy. They don't want to waste brain power deciding unnecessary things. Sounds small, but small mental drains become huge over time. Social media makes it more worst. Now think about the modern life. So your brain is constantly choosing, like reel to watch, which video to watch, what notification is to open, which message to answer, which video deserves attention. Every scroll is a tiny decision, and social media overloads the brain continuously. And that's why sometime after scrolling for 1 hour, you feel mentally exhausted, even though you physically didn't do anything. It will like you feel physically exhausted. So that causes the overthinking, like for the even small things. Decision fatigue makes small choices feel huge. What should I reply? What should I choose? What I choose wrong? What if I choose wrong? What if people judge me? Suddenly, tiny decisions feel emotionally heavy because your brain is tired, and the tired brains avoid effort, and that's why people procrastinate more at night. Not always because they are lazy, sometimes because their mental battery is very low. Imagine coming home after a long day. Someone says, what do you want for dinner? And suddenly you feel irritated, not because of the question, but because your brain already made thousand decisions today. One more choice feels exhausting. That's called the decision fatigue. But here is the most important people never realize. When mentally exhausted, people often avoid difficult conversations, delay important goals, spend money emotionally, choose comfort over growth. But because the brain start looking for the easiest option, immediate comfort feels attractive. Long term thinking becomes harder. That's why bad decisions happen late at night. How to reduce decision fatigue? So simple things help a lot. Reduce unnecessary choices. Create routines. Decision, like decide important things earlier in the day. Your brain is fresher, so decide important things earlier in the day. Limit constant scrolling. Too many tiny choices drain the energy, so limit the scrolling. Write plans beforehand, so like in your future self doesn't overthink everything. So write everything so that you don't overthink like what to do and when to do. And sleep properly. Mentally, sleep helps a lot. And honestly, the change this change how I looked at productivity completely. Sometimes people are not just weak, they're not lazy, not motivated, they're simply mentally overloaded. So modern life like constantly attacks the attention, motivation, choices, comparisons, information, stress. The brain never fully rests, and eventually mental exhaustion starts controlling the decisions. So next time you feel like mentally exhausted from doing nothing, remember this: your brain may have like fighting hundreds of invisible battles all days, and maybe the real intelligence isn't about making more decisions. Maybe it's about protecting your mind from the unnecessary ones. So please protect your mental energy. This is called decision fatigue. Uh, Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.